You know, I plan on blasting one day, bro. I'm gonna keep it being, bro. I plan on blasting one day. I'm trying to get big, you feel me? Shredded. So I need to know what it feels like, what getting killed by steroids feels like. So let's get straight into it.
Picture this. You've been going to the gym for 2 years now. You eat clean, you sleep 8 hours, you do everything the fitness YouTubers tell you, and for a long time it worked. But now, nothing moves. Same weight on the bar, same body in the mirror, week after week. And in that same mirror, every single day, you watch a guy across the room who looks like he was drawn by Marvel. His arms are the size of your legs.
I felt it, bro. I be having the same thoughts, bro. I've been working out so damn long. I'm trying to look like the Hulk, gang. I don't want to be like crazy, stupid, big like the Olympias, but I'm just trying to be shredded, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? I'm tempted to go to the dark side. That's all I'm saying.
Veins look like a roadmap. And one day, at the water fountain, he says the thing you've secretly been waiting to hear. You know, there's a faster way. He knows a guy. It's just one cycle. Everybody's doing it. And it's not like it's heroin. It's basically just testosterone. Your body makes that stuff anyway, right? So a week later, you're standing in your bathroom, holding a small glass vial and a needle, telling yourself it's just for one summer. So you move the needle to your arm, and you push the plunger down. Oh, hey there. Congratulations. You are going to look absolutely incredible at your funeral. Before we get into what that needle just started, let's play our quiz game. I'm gonna say some myths about steroids, and you tell me true or false.
All right, bet.
Ready?
Come on.
Myth number 1. Steroids are mostly a problem for professional athletes, bodybuilders, sprinters, guys who get caught at the Olympics.
Cap. All right, look, this is how I know. You will go into the gym and see an average Joe that's on steroids that thinks if they take steroids, they're just going to get big out of nowhere by not training and not eating the right way. I know for a fact, even if you're taking steroids, you have to hit the gym regularly and you have to be eating good to get maximum good effects. Unless you're, like, if you don't do any of that, you're just going to boost your testosterone and just have a whole bunch of acne and look worse.
True or false?
False.
False.
Yeah.
When people picture a steroid user, they picture Ivan Drago from Rocky IV, the giant Russian who gets injections between rounds and still loses to Sylvester Stallone and the power of a good montage. But athletes are a tiny slice of the real numbers. Most steroid users are regular guys, students, office workers, dads.
Yeah.
They don't want to win anything. They just want to look better with their shirt off. In the United States alone, somewhere around 3 to 4 million people have used steroids, and almost none of them ever competed in a single event. This is not an Olympic problem. It's a guy at your gym problem.
Yeah.
Myth number 2. Steroids only work if you train hard. Without lifting, they do nothing.
All right, look. I'm going to say true. Like I said, like if you take steroids and you don't do anything, I do not believe you're going to grow.
True or false?
I'm saying true.
False.
All right.
And this one is a little insulting.
Cap.
In a famous study from the 90s, researchers gave a group of men testosterone and told them not to lift a single weight for 10 weeks. At the end, the guys who did nothing but sit around had built more muscle than the guys who trained hard without the drugs. Remember?
Well, shit. Take back anything I just said. Fuck, bro. I'm about to take steroids and do... Bro, I'm going to be lifting, but like... If you could take steroids and not do shit and still grow, bro, that's literally a cheat code, bro.
Remember that the next time somebody tells you, it's mostly discipline. Myth number 3. Steroids shrink your, well, the boys. True or false?
I think this is false. I think the bigger you are, like, if you're like... if you're an Olympian level bodybuilder and you're just so freaking big, it's gonna make your meat look small because you're so damn big. I think that's where they get it from. False.
True. But it's not the part you're worried about. It's the testicles.
Okay.
And we'll get to why.
I was gonna say.
Funny enough, it's actually one of the smartest things your body will do in this entire video. Everything else it does tonight, much less smart. Anyway, back to your bathroom. Let's talk about what you just injected. Testosterone is a hormone, and a hormone is basically a text message your body sends to its own cells. Testosterone's message is very short. Build muscle, build bone, build red blood cells, deepen the voice, grow the beard. Your body makes a little of it every day, mostly in the testicles, and it's the reason a man is stronger than a boy. Anabolic steroids are man-made copies of that hormone, testosterone, or something chemically very close to it, in amounts your body has never seen. Your natural level is one text message. Steroids are a group chat with 100 people screaming build at the same time. And your muscles listen. After a hard workout, your muscle fibers get tiny tears, and your body repairs them a little bigger than before. That's how everyone gets stronger. With steroids, the repair crew works faster, builds bigger, and never goes home. Recovery that used to take 3 days now takes 1. That's the whole magic. It's not fake muscle. It's real muscle, built by a construction crew on unlimited overtime. And now the problem, and it's the whole video. Your heart is a muscle too. Steroids can't read. They don't know the difference between your bicep and the pump in your chest. So they send the same build message to everything, and the heart bulks up as well. But the heart is a hollow muscle, and it grows inward into the space where the blood is supposed to be. Picture a bodybuilder who keeps getting bigger inside a phone booth. More muscle, less room, and the walls turn stiff. Doctors call this a thickened left ventricle. The wall of your main pumping chamber gets thick and rigid, and a thick, stiff heart pumps worse, not better. That's the first way steroids kill. The second way is your arteries. Your blood has cleanup trucks, a type of cholesterol called HDL, that pick up fat from your artery walls and haul it away. Steroids fire the cleanup crew. In heavy users, HDL can drop by half, sometimes almost to 0, while the bad cholesterol goes up. So plaque builds inside your arteries at a speed normally reserved for men twice your age. In one study, long-term steroid users in their 30s and 40s had more clogging in their heart arteries than men who had never touched the stuff. You get the body of a Greek statue and the arteries of a Greek grandfather.
Look, bro, I'm so locked in on this video. My bad, y'all. But look, I think there is a safe way to do steroids. I feel like if you go to a doctor, get your blood work done, you could take steroids safely. But if any steroid you take for a long amount of time, that's really what's going to get you, how long you're going to be taking it for, you know?
Third way is your blood itself. Testosterone tells the body to make more red blood cells. And on 10 times the normal amount, your blood gets thick. It turns from something like water into something closer to ketchup. Now put that together. Ketchup being pushed through narrowing pipes by a stiff pump. That's how you get blood clots, strokes, and heart attacks in men who look like they could bench press a car. And the boys? Your body has a thermostat for testosterone. When it sees the hormone flooding in from outside, it assumes the factory is overproducing and shuts the factory down. The testicles get the message, close up shop, and shrink, like a small family bakery the week a Costco opens next door. That's actually the body trying to protect you. It just doesn't know the shipments are coming from a guy named Kevin behind the squat rack. So let's walk through how this actually plays out. And unlike most deaths on this channel, this one is measured in years, not minutes. The first 3 months.
That's what I said, because I think it takes a long time before you die. I feel like if you take steroids only for like one cycle, I believe you're going to be fine, but I'm not too sure. He'll probably go over it.
Honestly, amazing. You add 10, 15 pounds of muscle. Your lifts jump every week. You recover like a teenager. People at work notice. Your ex notices. This is the most dangerous stretch of the whole thing, because your body is telling you loudly and clearly that this was the best decision you ever made. No death on this channel begins with feeling like Thor. This one does. Year 1. The bill starts arriving in small print. Your skin breaks out like you're 15 again. Back acne so bad you keep your shirt on at the beach, which is a little ironic. Your hairline starts a slow retreat. Some of the extra testosterone gets turned into estrogen by your own body, and estrogen builds breast tissue. So you wanted a bigger chest, and technically, the universe delivered. Your mood swings harder, quicker to anger, and then, between cycles, flat and empty. You don't turn into the Hulk, you turn into your dad in traffic. You tell yourself it's manageable, and for now, it is. Year 3. This is where things move underground. Your blood pressure has been high for a long time now, and high blood pressure doesn't hurt. Your blood work, if you ever checked it, looks like it belongs to a 65-year-old with a fast food habit. Good cholesterol nearly gone, bad cholesterol up, blood thick. The wall of your heart is measurably thicker, nothing hurts. You look better than you have ever looked. And that's exactly the trap. This is a disease that gets more attractive the sicker you get. Year 5 and beyond. Now the heart is stiff enough that it doesn't fill up properly.
You're taking steroids for 5 years, you better be competing in bodybuilding, bro.
Between.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Or you're doing it, you're just killing yourself. What, to get bitches? Like, bro, shit over with.
Beats. You get out of breath on the stairs and you blame it on being big. Sleep gets rough. Maybe your ankles swell in the evening. If you've been on the oral versions, the pills, your liver has been taking a beating too, because those are chemically hardened to survive a trip through it, and the liver pays for that armor. And underneath all of it, inside a thick, scarred heart, the electrical wiring is getting unstable. The end. For most people who die from this, it doesn't come slowly. It comes on a normal day. A gym session, a sauna, a nap on the couch. The oversized, scarred heart slips into a chaotic rhythm and simply stops, or a clot in that thick blood gets stuck in an artery that's been narrowing for years.
All right, look, this is the scary part, like I'm gonna say, because like if you take fentanyl, you know you're gonna die, or like at least you know you have the chance you're gonna die. But this is just a random ass day that you could feel fine the day before, and then you just go to sleep and have a heart attack, or like it could just be a random time throughout the day. That's what's so scary about it. It's so unpredictable.
Sudden cardiac death, alive at 2 in the afternoon, gone by 5 past 2, in the body of an action figure. At the autopsy, they find a heart close to twice the normal weight, with scar tissue all through it. Age at death, very often the 30s or 40s.
Damn, bro.
So what
That's like the same, if you're morbidly obese, like the same age you would die at.
does
To the same thing, a heart attack.
dying from steroids actually feel like? For years, it feels like winning. That's what makes it different from every other death on this channel. Getting buried alive feels like hell from the first second. Rabies feels like nothing, and then like hell. This one feels like the best years of your life. Stronger, bigger, more confident, more noticed, while your heart is quietly being rebuilt by a construction crew that never got the message to stop. Then, at the very end, it feels like a heart attack or a sudden collapse. Pressure in the chest, no air, the lights going out, very often in a room full of mirrors, in front of the body you built. It's the only death I cover where the victim looks healthier than the people who find him. Now, how scared should you actually be? That depends on where you're standing. If you've never touched the stuff, this is a spectator sport. If you have, listen closely. The numbers first. Long-term studies of steroid users have found death rates around 3 times higher than in similar men who don't use. And the causes are exactly what you'd expect after this video. Heart disease, sudden cardiac death, liver damage, and the part nobody puts on Instagram, suicide, often during the crash after coming off. And it isn't only the drugs. A big share of what's sold in gyms and online comes from underground labs. Wrong dose, wrong drug, or a vial with nothing sterile about it. Some men don't die from the steroid at all. They die from the infection where the needle went in. 2 names worth knowing. Andreas Munzer, an Austrian bodybuilder famous in the 90s for being so lean, he looked like an anatomy chart. He died at 31 when his liver and kidneys failed, one after the other. And Rich Piana, a bodybuilder and YouTube star who was unusually honest about decades of steroid use, and said openly that he expected it to cost him. He collapsed at home and died at 46, and his autopsy reportedly found a heart and liver roughly twice the normal size. He built exactly the body he wanted. The 2 organs that killed him got the biggest of all. Now, the practical part. If you're using, or you're about to, I'm not here to be your mom, but get your blood checked regularly and read the numbers honestly. Find a doctor you can be straight with. They have seen this before, and they are not going to call your mother. Know the signs that mean you go to a hospital today, not next week. Chest pain or pressure, shortness of breath that isn't from a workout, one calf that's swollen or painful, sudden weakness or trouble speaking, yellow skin or eyes, dark urine. And if you decide to stop, and I hope you do, don't do it alone and don't do it cold. Your body shut down its own factory months or years ago, and when the outside supply suddenly disappears, the crash, physical and mental, can be brutal. That's a doctor's job, not a forum's.
That's scary, because look, if you take this shit for so damn long and just hop off, like, you don't produce it naturally anymore because you've been taking it through a needle for so long, your body stops because you're giving testosterone to yourself. So when you hop off, you're just, like, infertile or a whole bunch of other shit.
Oh, and one more thing about Kevin behind the squat rack. He doesn't know what's in that vial either. So here's the strange thing about this one. Every other killer on this channel takes something from you. Air, water, blood. But steroids give. They give you the body, the strength, the attention. They just charge for it later, quietly, in an organ you can't see in the mirror. Somewhere out there tonight, a guy is looking at his reflection and telling himself it's just one summer, and the mirror agrees with him. But the mirror...
Shit, that's finna be me here soon, bro.
...is not a cardiologist. Go lift something. Just lift it clean. If you like this video, check out my Patreon.
Alright, I gotta look something up real quick. How quickly can taking steroids fuck, I might spell that wrong, kill you? Let's see. Let's take this to ChatGPT, bro. Let's see. Anabolic steroids, there isn't a predictable timeline. Bro, give me like a on average. All right, hold on, let me ask ChatGPT again. All right, hold on. On average. If you mean anabolic steroids. Bro. Is it not gonna tell me, bro? Oh my god. It's not even gonna tell me, bro. But if I had to guess, I'm guessing like within the 5 to 10 year range. That's when you will die from this things if you don't stop. But yeah, guys, if you watched the video, thank you. Hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep dropping videos, and that's gonna be it for me. Peace.
Little nigga better back up. 40s from 2-3, smack you harder than a Mack truck. Send the link and die, but y'all ain't really with the cap stuff. I know these niggas really big.